This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Chilling Ring, for example. You can use the coupon code ZAPDOSTCG for 5% off your complete order. How fantastic is that? Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're gonna be able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and they even have old school cards for the collectors out there. Last but not least, this video is also sponsored by yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're gonna be able to create your own unique custom playmat. Use the coupon code ZAPDOSTCG10YP for 10% off your complete order, or just click the link in the description below to create your own fantastic playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around with the commercials. I'll see you guys in a bit, so see you then. What's up YouTube, it's ZAPDOSTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. We are still exploring the Post Rotation deck list because you guys are so highly demanding it. So that's going to be awesome for you guys, trying to of course get into the new season. The rotation happens on the 10th of September, and today we're going to be talking about Rayquaza VMAX. If you're hyped for this video, be sure to let me know because that helps out the channel in many ways. So yeah, the only thing you have to do is, like, if you enjoy and want to see more, be sure to let me know which deck you want to see up next, and just destroy the hell out of the like button and subscribe for more. So Rayquaza VMAX, what can we say about Rayquaza VMAX? The good thing is that we're also getting Flaaffy and Evolving Skies, so they are both partners in crime and gonna help out each other quite a little bit. So what we can see here is that Rayquaza has the crazy ability Blue Sky Search. Discard your hand and draw 3 cards. This also stacks, so if you get 2 Rayquazas out, you can dig for a lot of resources. Super powerful in my opinion, just so you can finish off games. Oh, I need Rose for a game. Oh, I need Bossasaurus for a game. You can try and dig for it. And also, if you use Rose and empty your hand and accelerate energies, you're going to be able to get back into a reasonable hand size with this crazy ability. Also, it's a rapid strike card, which I find very peculiar because it's single strikes. It actually one-hit KOs anything in the game with max burst, 20 damage blaze plus 80 more damage for either you discard all your fire energies or your lightning energies from Rayquaza, and 80 more damage for every energy and discard it that way. So the perfect thing is of course accelerating energies with the Flaaffy, and of course discarding 4 lightning energies, and then you're going to be able to slap 340 damage. I know you're going to need 5 energies in total onto Rayquaza, but with things like Rose and Flaaffy, that's going to be easy as pie. And yeah, I do love Rayquaza quite a bit. It also only has a 2 retreat cost, which means you can rely on Air Balloon on this guy as well. So Rayquaza, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Rayquaza VMAX. Now we're going to be playing 4 copies of Rayquaza V because you need this as early as possible. You want this on the first turn and then able to accelerate already 1 energy attach of turn. So you're able to of course get more energies into Rayquaza VMAX once it evolves. And the thing you want is a bazillion Mareep and then a Rayquaza on the first turn. You also are able to slap 40 damage with Rayquaza, softening up some damage, although it doesn't matter in the long run. And also Spiral Burst is actually like a semi-attack of the max burst. Actually slaps 20 damage, and yeah, you can discard up to 2 fire energy or up to 2 lightning energy from this Pokemon, and then this attack does 80 more damage depending on which energies you discarded. That means this is going to be able to slap 180 damage, which means you can one-hit KO Crobat V, you're going to be able to KO Kricketune V, Eldegoss V, so yeah, pretty much a nice attack if you want to use Bossasaurus on stuff like Crobat. So 4 copies of that in this deck. Moving forward is going to be the Sheep in Town Flaaffy, and this is actually the exact same reprint like Electric. The same ability, the same attack, the same retreat cost, the same HP. Why is the 90 HP impactful? Just because we're playing Level Ball, and Level Ball will allow you, of course, to search this out in combination with the Mareep as well. So you're going to be able to search out both of these fellas, which is super duper awesome. That's why we're going to be playing a lot of Level Ball in the long run. If you are playing maybe in the season with Forbidden Light, you're going to be thinking, oh, this is a Lightning Malamar. Well, you're exactly right. Either it's a Lightning Malamar or a reprint of Electric, whatever you prefer. But it's going to be great to accelerate energies. You can accelerate a Lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. It doesn't need to be a Lightning Pokemon, so you can accelerate to your Rayquaza. Another thing I didn't mention about Rayquaza VMAX is that it has absolutely no weakness. So yeah, Dragon Pokemon are back in the TCG and they have no weakness. Today we're going to be playing 4 copies of Flaaffy and 4 copies of Mareep. Why we're playing so many copies? Sometimes you discard some of them with, of course, the crazy ability of Rayquaza. Sometimes it happens that they get KO'd by G-Max Rapid Flows and crazy stuff like that, so you want to have max copies. Then one copy of Vikavolt V. I think Vikavolt V is pretty strong with Flaaffy. In specific games, you're actually going to be able to use Paralyzing Bolt and actually trap the opponent so they're not able to play down item cards. Not being able to play down switches and escape ropes could be huge to buy yourself a turn to set up Rayquaza VMAX. That's why I love Vikavolt V in here. You also have, of course, the Super Zap Cannon, 190 damage and discard 2 energies, which we utterly don't mind because we can get back the energies with Flaaffy anyhow. I think this is going to be a very solid include in this list, and I'm a big fan of the item lock aspect of Vikavolt V. Moving forward are going to be 2 support Pokemon, one Crobat V. Yeah, Dark Acid is good on the early phase of the game. When you don't find your Mareep, you can just use Dark Acid, draw some more cards, find Lava Balls and Quick Balls to get your Mareep up and rolling. So one copy of the Crobat V, and then one copy of Eldegoss V, just because this deck discards so much supporters and stuff throughout the game with stuff like Research or, of course, the crazy ability of Rayquaza VMAX, that you want to have ways to get back your supporters, and Eldegoss is the perfect way to do that. Now to supporters, yeah, this is going to be almost in every deck. Post Rotation, 4 copies of Research. It's the best supporter in town. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. That's going to be the way you can find your perfect cards like, of course, the Mareeps, the Lava Balls, the Quick Balls early on. So very strong card in this list. And also if you have your energies in your discard pile, it's a good thing because you can accelerate them with, of course, your good friend Flaaffy. Moving forward, 2 copies of Marnie. You could even go for 3 copies, but I think 2 Marnies and a Copycat. Copycat gets a reprint, which is super nice. You can use your older copies. So Copycat is good in this format just because of the fact that Shadow Rider draws a lot of cards. Decks like Ice Rider will, of course, use Drizzle and Shady Dealings to get lots of cards in the hand. You have, of course, other decks that just have a huge hand size. Let us be honest. So Copycat can be nice in those situations. So 1 Copycat and 2 Marnie. Marnie in combination with Paralyzing Bolt is super strong from the Vikavolt V, so you guys know. Moving forward, there's going to be 2 copies of Bossasaurus. I even think about like adding a 3rd copy of Bossasaurus just so you can go after the VMAXs. But typically, I don't find any trouble with this because in this format, almost all attackers are VMAXs. So they will, of course, attack with their VMAX. And you don't need Bossasaurus all that much. You can get one back with Eldegoss. So that the last supporter is a very strong one. You don't see this typically in a lot of decks. It's going to be Rose. You can discard your hand and accelerate 2 basic energies from your discard pile to one of your VMAX Pokemon. Super strong if you ask me, just because of the fact, let's say you have 2 Flaaffys out. Because something happened and they knocked out another Flaaffy or a Mareep. Well, you can just accelerate 2 Lightnings to Rayquaza. You can use Rose, accelerate 2 more Lightning energies, and if Rayquaza was alive during the last turn, you're going to be able to use back-to-back max bursts for KOs on VMAX. So Rose, very strong for sure. And you don't have to worry about the discard effect because you can get your hand up to a reasonable size with the abilities of Rayquaza. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about the item cards. We're going to be running 4 Quick Ball. How? What a surprise. You can search out your basics, your Mareep, your Rayquaza early game, or your tech cards like Vikavolt, Eldegoss, Crobat. Moving forward, we're going to be running 4 copies of Level Ball. So the same story applies here. You just need this to search out your Mareep and Flaaffy. The good thing is that you can also scout out your Flaaffy with this, and that's something I really like here. So 4 copies. So that will be sufficient. Then 2 copies of Evolution Essence, finding Rayquaza VMAX, and also finding Flaaffy. So you have 6 outs to Flaaffy, you have 8 outs to your basics. I think it's a reasonable count here, for sure. Then some switch cards, because as mentioned, Flaaffy only accelerates to the bench. So you want to have some switch outs, 2 copies of Switch, 1 copy of the Escape Rope, and then 2 copies of Air Balloon to top it all off. So you have a lot of switch outs, if I'm being honest. You have 5 switch outs, but there's going to be another switch out which we're going to be talking about very shortly. So this looks very solid, if I'm being honest. With, of course, an Air Balloon onto your Flaaffy or Rayquaza, everything will be able to have free retreat except for Vikavolt V, which has a bigger retreat cost, but all the rest will have free retreat with Air Balloon. And if something gets knocked out, promote a Flaaffy with an Air Balloon. That's the best thing I can recommend here. Then some additional cards are going to be Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod is a fantastic way you can get back your Pokemon, more importantly your Mareep lines, because they will get knocked out. Mark my word, they will gust after them. That's why you need an ordinary rod. Also, if you sometimes use the ability of Rayquaza VMAX and there's a lot of stuff in your discard pile, you might actually want to use the ordinary rod here. You can get back energies like your fire energies, because we're not going to be playing a lot of fire energies, but the good thing about that is that we're going to be playing Energy Surge to actually make it work. So 2 copies of Energy Switch will allow you to, of course, find your fire type energies, because you're not playing a lot of them. That's going to be helping out quite a bit. And then for stadium cards, we have some interesting splits. We have the new Stormy range, allowing you to search your deck for a basic dragon or a basic lightning Pokemon, ideal to search your Mareep. So you have Level Ball, 4 off, 4 Mareep, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Stormy range. You're gonna be finding your Mareep on the first turn, mark my word. So 2 Stormy range, and then 1 copy of the Tower of Waters, allowing you to have free retreat with your Rayquaza VMAX. Could be impactful in certain scenarios, so I actually added in 1 in here. You can overlap stadium cards, and you will have free retreat with Rayquaza to get it out of the active, so you can retreat it, accelerate energies, and use switch to get it back in the active. Now for the energies, last but not least, 3 copies of the fire type energies. There's only 3 in here. We have 2 energy surge, we have ordinary rod, we will have plenty. You only probably need 1 in play, so you can also re-accelerate them with Rose, so that's also super perfect. So 3 copies of the fire energies. And last but not least, there's going to be 7 copies of the lightning energy. These lightning energies will belong in the discard pile. We re-accelerate them with Flaaffy. We put them in the discard pile again with Rayquaza VMAX, and it's going to be going in circles. It's fantastic. I really like the fact that we of course are going to be having the way to re-get the energies with Rose and Flaaffy all together. So yeah, this is the list for you today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Rayquaza VMAX post-rotation deck list. Be sure to let me know what you want to see up next. I have a lot of decks up on schedule for you guys. There are a lot of good ones. Be sure to check this one out. It hasn't been performing too well in Japan, but I think with the perfect deck build, you're going to be able to see that Rayquaza VMAX does have the potential that we actually need to explore when Evolving Skies hits on the 27th of August. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to destroy the hell out of the like button as always. Subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video very, very shortly. Thanks again for watching, and I am out. Peace.